Hello, we have good, bad, and in between to discuss today with these new beauty releases I've been testing. I have makeup, skincare, and a hair product to share with you. And I'm keeping it speed style for the most part to keep things concise yet thorough because I have a lot to go through. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. And let's go ahead and get into these new beauty releases and see which ones worked for me and which ones didn't, to see if any might work for you or if you could save your money. I'm starting with makeup and I'll move into skincare and hair care, and I'm not going in any order with products. I'm just grabbing what I see in front of me. So I'm going to start with two new products from Charlotte Tilbury that are getting a lot of buzz. The first is the Lip Cheat Contour Duo Lip Liner. This comes in 4 shades. I have it in fair, and you have a deeper sculpt shade on one side and a lighter fill shade on the other. I've lost some lip volume with age, which is pretty normal, so I like to sort of overline the center of my top and bottom lips sometimes, some days more than others, just to give them back some of the fullness that they've lost. This is so creamy, it glides over my lips incredibly easily and it stays put, and I outline my lips fully with this, which is what it's designed to do. And once I'm finished with that, I fill it in with the lighter shade, and it does a really great job of giving your lips some dimension and fullness. I think this is a really great idea, and I particularly love the fair shade for my lip tone. The sculpt side is described as light cool pink nude and fill as nude pink mauve. Now, one quick note about Sephora as of the day I'm filming this, their fair and tan descriptions are swapped and the medium and deep descriptions are swapped. So when you're looking at shade descriptions, definitely look at the graphic, not the Sephora description. So just to show you really quickly, this is Sculpt and Fill swatch next to Icon Baby, one of my favorite everyday kind of peachy pink medium toned lip liners, and Pillow Talk, one of the best-selling lip liners of all time. Both of them are warmer than this, which is not a bad thing. It's just very, very close to my natural lip shade, which is something I love to have, and I love having an all-in-one that gives my lips dimension. She also launched a new shade in her Big Lip Plumpgasm Plumping Lip Gloss. This is Nudegasm, a sheer champagne nude. I lightly put some over my lip right before filming this segment. If you like a sheer glossy lip with some substance that's not sticky at all, that's smoothing and definitely makes your lips look nice and plump. It has a little bit of a tint and some shimmer, but it's not too intense of a shimmer, and it doesn't leave a bunch of glitter specks behind when it wears away. It has the same soft vanilla scent the original shades have. I had this in fair medium and absolutely love it. It smooths lip lines and makes my lips look fuller. It has a slight tingle to it, but it's nothing that burns like a lot of lip plumpers. This is a really nice addition. We have a brand new launch from Bobbi Brown. This is another version of their very popular Pot Rouge blush, which I loved but don't have anymore because mine expired. This is the Pot Rouge Velvet Matte Blush. There are 5 shades. The shade I'm showing you here and that I apply to one cheek directly over foundation before setting with powder is Tea Rose, and I apply Pomegranate to the other cheek just to show you a deeper shade. Now, the formula of this is different than the original. It is a thicker whipped moussey texture that you tap on with your fingers, and it's more of a cream to powder formula, and these give a soft matte blurred finish. I find that if I have any stickiness or dewiness on my face, sometimes some spots can stick down more than others, so it can take a little bit of time to blend out. I actually prefer to blend these out over my bare skin or over powder, which kind of makes sense because it is a cream to powder formula. You can wear them sheer or build them up, and they set down to a nice blurred sort of powder finish without looking or feeling dry, and they wear well all day. I personally prefer the original version because I like having a healthy glow to my cheeks most of the time. I found myself wanting that type of finish once I was finished blending it out. It just felt like something was missing. So that might be a personal preference, but if you're looking for a matte blurred blush, you might really enjoy enjoy these. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you've tried them. I'm a bit neutral about this one though. Let's talk about the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Smooth Blur Cream Contour Stick. This is the shade Shadow that you're going to see me blend out. Here it is swatched next to the next lightest shade called Half Tone. If you're very fair, very light, I would go for Half Tone. If you're more on the light medium side, I would go for Shadow. This is an ultra smooth gel cream formula that I can apply directly to my face or dip my brush into it and blend it out, and it blends out beautifully, quickly, effortlessly to give me a second skin finish. It's very lightweight and looks like my skin and wears beautifully all day. I can wear this under foundation or over, and it works beautifully every time. This is a great launch, in my opinion, from Anastasia that I have really been enjoying. It does come in 4 cool toned shades, and the shade that I have here, Shadow, has the right tone to it to look natural. What you saw me blending out that contour with is this dual-ended brush from Sarah Creel that I've been loving. I've been using this for contour and for some other things, but it goes along with her newish bronzer. This has been out for a couple of months. This is the Just Like Paradise bronzer in shade 1. This is a very creamy bronzer that applies to your skin like butter. If you have mature or aging skin, I think you are going to love this one. It's sheer and buildable and looks like a natural tan on my skin once it's blended out. If you have extremely oily skin, this may not be the bronzer for you, but there are some really nice ingredients in here, including peptides, ingredients to help with your skin's resilience, elasticity, and moisture retention. And it does last on my skin, even though it's hydrating and dewy. I mean, I have to set my face because I get shine and oil break through my T-zone even without this, but it's glowy and pretty. And like I said, if you have mature or dry skin, I think you will absolutely love it. I have 3 alcohol-free setting sprays I've been testing out. Let's talk about them. First is Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil 24-Hour Setting Spray. This is supposed to extend your makeup wear for up to 24 hours and make your makeup sweat, water, and transfer proof. It's made with 95% skincare ingredients and is a skin improving formula that's supposed to moisturize, mattify, and blur your skin immediately and over time and be comfortable and weightless. This has a nice, fine, even mist, which I love, and it kind of takes away the powdery look, and it doesn't change the finish of my makeup after it dries down, which I also love, but it doesn't seem to affect the longevity of my makeup very much. It's okay. This is not better than other setting sprays that I love. Unfortunately, I really wanted to love this, and it's just okay. Next we have Fenty You Mist Makeup Extending Spray. This is supposed to help your makeup last up to 12 hours and give you a hydration boost that lasts all day and be really comfortable to wear, and have an ultra fine mist that makes your makeup more resistant to sweat, water, humidity, and transfer. It does have a very light scent to it, which I don't find bothersome whatsoever. It does have a very fine mist, which I love. It doesn't change the finish of my makeup, which is also nice, but I find my face gets sort of dry and tight towards the end of the day every time I wear this, which I do not love. Next we have Huda Beauty Easy Bake Settings, almost said setting powder, setting spray. I have the travel size. This has modified rice starch to control oil and blur pores. It also has 5 types of hyaluronic acid to boost moisture and mineral clay to control shine. This has the worst sprayer. It's so bad that I can't tell you how this performs during the day because it sprays out so unevenly and leaves big water droplets on my face. I feel like it would perform pretty well if it sprayed somewhat normally. I looked up reviews to see if the full size performed the same way, and apparently it does too. She needs to fix the dispensing mechanism, the sprayer on this. I'm actually quite shocked that it was launched with such bad sprayers. So none of these setting sprays worked for me, unfortunately, and I am really disappointed about that. Laura Mercier launched these Caviar Hydro Cream lipsticks somewhat recently. I swatched every single shade on socials and in a YouTube short. I'll link it up in the corner and down below in my description box, along with all the products I'm sharing and wearing today. And I'll link everything I can through YouTube as well. If you like a thin, comfortable formula, think Merit Signature Lips, you will probably like these. It's a very silky, thin, creamy, comfortable formula to apply that gives saturated, pigmented color payoff right away. You can build it more if you want to. There are ingredients in here that help promote softer, healthier lips over time, and they just never dry my lips out during the day. My lips just stay feeling nourished and comfortable. And I like that as they start to wear away, they leave kind of a stain effect behind versus wearing away fully like some bullet lipsticks can. They wear really nicely for a bullet lipstick formula. I got interrupted. Where was I? I think I was about to talk about the fragrance. There is a scent to these as well, but it's not nearly as strong as it was or is in the new matte formula. It doesn't bother me in the same way. It's just a florally lipstick fragrance that I notice when I open the tube and when I'm applying it, but I don't notice it once it's on my lips. I'm not inhaling it and tasting it the entire time I'm wearing it. I know everyone's going to be different with their sensitivity with that, but it doesn't bother me, and I'm typically bothered by stuff like that. I was really excited to try Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. It seems like everybody's been loving this. So this is supposed to grip your makeup, blur pores and fine lines, and help moisturize your skin all at the same time. And it has this kind of whipped moussey texture, very similar to the Bobbi Brown blushes that I talked about earlier, and it almost feels cooling when you apply it. I get that effect anyway. If you've tried this, let me know if you feel that. There's no fragrance whatsoever. Now I have combination skin that's pretty normal and can be dry around the perimeter, and I get some shine and oil breakthrough in the center of my face, and I would say my visible pores are mostly here and sort of right here. Is that odd? And I have fine lines in my forehead that can become visible during the day. You may be able to see them right now, maybe not. And I feel like this did a nice job of blurring, smoothing, and moisturizing. And for a couple of hours, it did a decent job of gripping my makeup on, but after that point, it pretty much stopped doing anything worth anything in my oily areas, the center of my face, basically the areas where I needed it to. I need it to grip onto my makeup where it tends to slip off the most, which is my forehead and the center of my face where I get shine and oil breakthrough, and this just did not do the job for me in those areas. If you have normal to dry skin, you may have a completely different experience than I did, but unfortunately for me, with my skin type and my extreme humidity, this just didn't work for me, and I was really disappointed. Let's talk about Peach and Lily Glass Skin Luminizing Stick. So this is supposed to be a skin stick you can swipe on anytime, anywhere, and it has a sheer finish with no color and no sparkle and no scent. It's a skincare meets highlighting balm is what they call it. It has over 40 skin-loving ingredients, antioxidants, vitamins, and peptides and more to illuminate, hydrate, calm, and help protect your skin from stressors. You can use this under makeup, over makeup, or by itself. You can see when I tap it out, it really takes the effect down, but it's still there. This is not going to be for you if you have really oily skin, maybe even combination skin. I don't use this on those areas. I use this at the tops of my cheekbones, my collarbones. I use this as a prep step on my dry under eyes, or even to revive my under eyes over my makeup if I get dry later in the day. Sometimes that happens. I like using it under makeup on all those areas. If I'm using it over makeup, I like to dip my finger in it so that I don't remove makeup on top, and I just pat very, very lightly. And it doesn't remove my makeup. It adds that dewy, natural looking glow that looks like my skin on my non-oily areas, and it just works. I really do like having this, and I wasn't expecting to. I think if you have mature, normal, dry skin, you'll probably really enjoy this. I don't think this is for everyone, but I think it has its place for certain people, certain skin types, for sure. I'm pretty certain this eyeshadow palette hasn't launched everywhere yet, but I saw it already on QVC with a special deal that included 2 brushes. Hopefully it's there when this video goes live, but if not, this palette should be out in a few days. This is the new Sigma Spectrum palette, which is all neutrals. It's what's on my eyes right now. I've always loved Sigma's eyeshadow quality, and this is no exception. I love the look that I got today. It was very easy, one and done look, which anybody could do. I just took this shade here along my lower lash line and in my crease in transition, and then applied this shade here onto my lid with my finger, and I applied this shade to my brow bone and inner corner as a matte highlight, and I lined with this shade here. Easy. If you like a nice selection of matte neutrals with some shimmer and metallic accents, you will like this palette. I can tell you I will be reaching for this a lot. I think this is a great launch from Sigma. I usually like their eyeshadow palettes, though that's nothing new, and I love me some neutrals, so this gets a big yes from me. This is the new Pure Cloud Balm Peptide Infused Lip Treatment. I've talked many times on this channel about how I love lip balms with peptides, specifically Tripeptide 1. I was really excited to try this out. I didn't look at the ingredients first. I saw the name and I was in. Now, it's kind of thick when you squeeze it out, but it warms up and kind of softens as you apply it to your lips. It's really comfortable and not sticky whatsoever. It feels soft and silky and has a high shine pearl finish. And there are some really nice ingredients in here to hydrate, smooth, soften, plump, protect, and do all kinds of great things for your lips. But there are no peptides in here. I broke down the entire ingredient list, unless the ingredient list that's online is wrong, and I looked up any ingredient I wasn't familiar with. There are no peptides to be found in this lip treatment. So I'm kind of confused as to why a lip treatment without peptides in the ingredient list would say it's peptide infused in the name. Riddle me this. I mean, I see all kinds of waxes and butters, bakuchiol, hyaluronic acid, all kinds of other ingredients that are really nice. But as someone who looks for peptides specifically, I need it in more than just the name. Am I missing something here? Is the ingredient list wrong? Somebody tell me. This really rubbed me the wrong way. This is Murad Super Active Moisturizer. I was really excited to try this. It has SPF 50, mattifying oil, and pore control. It's also broad spectrum SPF 50 PA++++. This also has salicylic acid, which is supposed to help smooth texture if that's an issue for you. The texture is a bit thick at first when you first squeeze it out of the tube, so it takes a bit longer to blend in than a runnier, thin, fluid sunscreen, but it does disappear into my skin, and I absolutely love the way this applied, looked, felt, and wore, but it's really scented. You smell the chemical sunscreen in here, and it burned my eyes. My eyes watered when I wore this, and I woke up the next day with little bumps on my chin. I have sensitive, reactive skin. I have rosacea, so anytime I mess around with a chemical sunscreen, it's always a crapshoot. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and this one just didn't, unfortunately. Speaking of sensitive, reactive skin, if you have either of those issues like I do, or if you're breakout prone, no matter your age or your skin type, you are exactly who Colleen Rothschild developed her Gentle and Clear line for. This is the weightless moisturizer that I've really been enjoying, especially this time of year where I live with my skin type. All of the products in this line are non-drying and fragrance-free, and they have ingredients in them that help. Let me look at the list because there's a lot of things that these products do. They refine skin tone and texture, soothe irritated skin, balance the skin's microbiome, reduce inflammation to decrease and prevent skin imperfections like breakouts and reactions, break down and shed dead skin cells that clog pores, and they leave your skin feeling soothed, calm, and balanced. Now, I have tried the cleanser, clarifying solution, and moisturizer. The cleanser almost has a warming feeling to it. My skin feels softer after using it never stripped and thoroughly cleansed, but not like there's a film on it. The clarifying solution is alcohol-free and feels nice and soothing. And the reason why the weightless oil-free moisturizer is my hero product is because here in New Orleans, when spring and summer hit and the heat and humidity get to be unbearable, I need a balancing moisturizer that's going to give me the hydration my mature skin needs, but that doesn't increase my oil production. And this gives me adequate hydration while regulating my oil production and minimizing the look of my pores without feeling heavy or greasy. My sensitive skin loves it. It's perfect for this time of year. I know I've talked quite a bit about how much I love the blue It Cosmetics gel cream, whatever the official name of that is. I really like that for my skin in the spring and summer, but I know some people don't like that gel consistency, even though it is lightweight. You may prefer a lightweight lotion like this one. This is so good. If you hate the scent of most dry shampoos, or maybe you're neutral about it, but you want one that works and smells fabulous, this new limited edition from Amika and Ellis Brooklyn is absolutely incredible. A lot of people really like Amika's dry shampoo. It does a great job of absorbing oil and odor and refreshes your scalp and roots and adds some volume in the process without leaving a heavy white cast. And so they teamed up to bring together the dry shampoo with Ellis Brooklyn's Miami Nectar fragrance, which is such a great combination. So it doesn't smell exactly like the fragrance, but it's in here. There are notes of, what are the notes? Pink, pineapple, coconut water, plumeria, and vanilla. So this fragrance is not new. I'm not sure how long this has been out, but it is heavenly. So that's just a side note. This is a great summer fragrance. It's summery without screaming beach or sunscreen, which is something I love. So I've been wearing this, but when you combine the two, it's even better. And this has been such a joy to use. So if you want an effective dry shampoo that smells really, really nice, get this while you can. And I think I'm gonna leave this on that cheery note. Let me know if you tried any of these and what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I hope this video helped you in some way make better buying decisions. That's always my goal. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful in some way, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. To see some of my recent current favorite products from the past month, be sure and click here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.